Yeah, because I'm trying to use these audio apps here, and the frick thing is not good here. Hang on, back camera. Okay, back camera. Okay, there's my back camera. There's my camera again. Just let me. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of that completely. We're gonna go to this one here. Move my seat a little bit. Oh, it looks like the convoy is moving. See you later. As you can see, the convoy is rolling down the road there. Okay, so we want everyone to be tight here, so we have to all stick together. And thanks a lot, everyone, for tuning in. You're watching the convoy in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, as we roll down the road. Yeah, I took off that microphone because I had to reset it again because I unplugged it. So I think you guys can hear me okay. I'll just turn the fan down a little bit so you can hear me here. And we're going to roll down the road here. Let me just adjust the camera a little bit so that we're not showing as much of the hood of my car there, or truck. And we'll see what happens as we roll down the road here. I have a big blue flag on the back of my truck, which is looking very, very nice. Okay, and here you can see all of the people. Woo! Lots of people. Looking good, looking good. Okay, and it looks like they're getting into another lane here, so we'll switch lanes here. Oh, actually, no, it looks like they're staying in this lane, so we'll just stay in this lane here. And there's a lot of people. This is like whatever, about a block long of people with flags here, maybe a block and a half, something like that. And except for the guy in front of me, he doesn't have a flag there. But we'll be able to roll a little bit here and see what everybody looks like. And I can see they've got their some people have their flasher lights on there, emergency lights on. Of course, it makes it difficult to see if somebody's going to be changing lanes if that happens. 27 people in the chat. Hey, hey, good to see everyone in there. Whoop, whoop. You're watching the Tommy Tempest Show. And we're coming to you live. We're right now approaching White Mud Drive, and we're on Gateway Boulevard heading north towards downtown Edmonton. My hands are slowly um, thawing out a little bit here, which is nice. Okay, now we get to see the convoy itself. Ahead of us is the convoy. And you can see all the cars here. All the flags. Yeah, I can see about a block of, maybe a couple of blocks of flags there ahead of me. Oh no, we're going to get stuck at this light here, which is not a good situation. 4, 3, 2. There we go. Made it through that intersection, which is a good thing. Yeah, that when you're running in a convoy, you hate to get stuck at a light because then you lose the convoy and you don't know where they're going. But yeah, on the vertical, it's kind of hard to see what's going on here on the vertical. Let me just adjust my camera a bit here. We're streaming, it looks like vertical and horizontal because I'm using the StreamYard app. And we're coming to you live on Facebook, X, and on YouTube. And this is the convoy, the Alberta Independence Convoy, happening in Alberta, Canada here. And as you can see, we had a little bit of snow overnight. Actually, it's been snowing for the last probably 3 days. But it's sort of right around that zero temperature, so the snow hasn't been sticking to the uh, to the uh, to the pavement. But you can see there's lots of snow on the boulevards and stuff like that. Oh yeah, this is actually a pretty good shot right here. Right from where I'm at to that set of lights up there is all blue flags here. Holy, pretty impressive. Very, very impressive. Nice to see that many people out here for a convoy. Now, apparently, I was talking to the organizer here, and they act this. I didn't even know that this was going to be a convoy because it wasn't even advertised as a convoy. It was just advertised as a flag wave. So, I didn't know that we'd be in a convoy, a car type convoy, not a truck convoy, by the way. But the organizer says he'd like to get 500 cars out to an actual convoy that will be starting at Atchison and rolling around the Anthony Henday in Edmonton. So that should be a good thing when it happens. Oh, we might not make this set of lights here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we didn't make it. So we're going to have to wait for the set of lights to roll across it here. But everyone else is way ahead of us there, and we're going to lose that convoy. But at least we're in the correct lane. There's some lady there shaking her head. NDP voter. There's lots of NDPers in Edmonton here. we're gonna be an independent country here, and it's funny because there was a guy doing an interview. It's too bad that my stream went down there earlier because I interviewed a guy there that was doing a documentary, and he didn't say what the documentary was. I actually signed a release form for that documentary to be in his documentary. But he was like really, really anti-independence. It's like, well, how do you know that all these things are going to happen if you guys become an independent country? If Alberta becomes an independent country, how do you know that you're going to, be able to survive? How do you know that you're going to have enough money to do what you're going to do? Like all the rest of this stuff. And well, hey, if Alberta's able to survive within Canada, we can absolutely survive all on our own without sending billions and billions of dollars to Ottawa. If we just kept that money right in Canada, we are absolutely able to survive all on our own. Like, we don't need Canada to be able to survive. There are lots of reasons why Alberta should be separating. And so far, I don't know that anybody has really come up with any reason why Alberta should stay in independence, honestly. I don't know of any reason at all. It's basically independence is the way out of the terrible situation that we're in here. Like we've got, and I did a video there that I posted. You can look at the video where I went downtown and like there are so many drug addicts downtown there that it's ridiculous. People don't even want to go to downtown Edmonton because there's people on fentanyl like all over the place like crazy. So there you go. Hey, I'm gonna actually. Oops, I want to cut in here. Hang on. Maybe I could cut in here in front of this guy here or something. Maybe get back in the line here. There we go. We're back in. Okay, we're right in the middle of the intersection, and the light's going to change. Whoa, you can see, as far as we can see, there's flags flying. Actually, that's the beginning of the convoy up there. There's a guy with a truck. There's a truck at the very beginning. This one here, this looks like a Volkswagen, and the Volkswagen is pulling a trailer with a big sign on it and a big flag flying on it there. She's looking good. Looking like $100 out here today, boys. We got us a convoy. Woohoo! A real convoy happening here. Looking really nice. I don't even know where the convoy is headed, but hey, we're going there, wherever it might be. We're convoying. Thanks a lot for tuning in with us here today. You're watching the Tommy Tepper Show on YouTube, X, and on Facebook. I might be switching over from StreamYard to a program called BMUX, BMUX. Um, BMUX is going to allow me to stream to more platforms, and it is probably a new platform that allows more things to happen. You can do more things with the BMUX platform. I think it integrates OBS, so look forward to us streaming with BMUX, BMUX. Check it out if you're a streamer out there. And consider it. It is lower cost than StreamYard. StreamYard got bought out by one of these companies that takes apps and then takes it from an app that's not making any money and then adds a few features to it and then really jacks up the price of it. So that's the reason that StreamYard has gotten so expensive now. The tier that I want is like $88 a month Canadian with StreamYard, where it's only like 36 bucks for BMUX. So yeah, we're definitely gonna change over to BMUX there. I was on a YouTube Police. I don't know if you know him at all, but if you know YouTube Police, I was on his stream there earlier today, and they were using BMUX over there, and it was a lot of fun uh, checking out all of the different features that BMUX offers. But it's a StreamYard type thing where you can have people come up on your panel and stuff like that. You can see how many people there are right here. This is a full block of cars right ahead of me, one full block, and then behind me, you've got probably another block of cars behind me. So this is about 2 blocks long of people that are pro independence out here. So you can imagine how many people are actually pro independence in Alberta if you're getting out here, this many people on a cold Sunday to vote for independence. Hey, vote independence! She smiled as she's walking down Gateway Boulevard is where we're at, passing the McDonald's, just heading up to White Avenue. This is the entourage of NDP lefty liberalism in Edmonton right here. It doesn't get more lefty than this area where we're at here right now. This is absolutely a lot of NDP voters in here. You got a lot of people that work at the, like nurses and teachers and union type people that live here. You got a lot of students. You have the LGBTQ community that lives around here. This is Cook County Saloon here on our left, and Prime Minister Carney actually did an event at Cook County here on the left of us right here. Cook County Saloon is where we're at right now, and on the right hand side is the original train station here in South Edmonton, where passengers used to get onto the train. Passengers no longer get on the train here anymore. There is no passenger train running between Edmonton and Calgary. Believe it or not, no passenger train. But yet they want to make a high-speed rail. Well, hell, they could have a train going there right now. Buses are apparently more efficient than the ancient trains that run up and down. But they definitely use the trains around here for moving crude oil. I saw one where it had to be like a couple of hundred cars of trains of a train hauling crude oil south. And you know where they haul that to? To the United States, because there's not enough pipelines going to the United States. So they load it onto tanker cars on the rail system and run it right along here. This is where the train track is right here. Well, not exactly right at this spot here, but a little bit south from here. They run it from the refineries or from where they can load those cars. There's a company called Procor, Procor, and Procor loads crude oil onto the tankers, and then they tanker wise do their thing. Student driver right beside me here. Just a new driver, new student driver. Oh, we're blocking the intersection here because we got us a convoy. Yahoo! Looks to me like we're going to be driving down White Avenue and then maybe going downtown to downtown Edmonton. Alberta Independence. Let's go. Thanks a lot for tuning in to the stream here today. You're watching the Alberta Independence stream happening live on the Tommy Temper Show as we are right in NDP Liberal territory right here as we sit. It's Nenshi NDP territory. Nenshi is the MLA in this area here. Oh my gosh. He's like the dude from Calgary that crashed the economy in Calgary and couldn't fix the water main. The water main broke and it's continuing to broke, and they're not doing anything with that infrastructure. So yeah, what's this guy doing? Yeah, you can go in there, lady. Lady. The Lighthouse Daycare and the Enigma Nights Done Right After Dark Bar. Okay, let's go. Move out of my way, lady. In your little vibe. Vibe it on. Alberta Independence. This is the Independence Rally Convoy in Edmonton. We're approaching White Avenue here. So I believe we're going to be turning left up ahead here onto White Avenue and doing our thing. Thanks a lot, everyone in the chat. If there's a mod in the chat, you guys just chat in the chat there. Unfortunately, I can't, I can see the convoy. I'm seeing broadcast convoy. StreamYard is really terrible for, allowing me to see stuff on the stream here, which is pretty crazy. Oh, hang on here. Maybe I can put the comments on the stream here. No, I can't even do that easily here. Let's go high. No, medium. Let's go big. And put them on here. There we go. Got to get that font on a little bigger. Okay, looking good. Well, at least I have some comments. I got the comments on the stream, but they're so freaking small that I can't see it here. Let's see if we can make it around this corner. Oh, the light is changing. Can we make it? Oh, I'm in a red light here. Tough luck, guys. Got to wait for the flag to pull through here. Let's go. Independence, boys. Oh, we got some music in here. Can hear some music on White Avenue. Oh, it looks like we're not really going to go down White Avenue, but we're just going to turn around and go back down Calgary Trail, back down. So we're on the south side, rolling, rolling up and down Calgary Trail here. Let's go, Independence! Vote Independence! Better vote Independence. Independence. Let's go. That guy was pro independence in that little car. There you go. Okay, there's actually a bylaw in Edmonton that there's probably like about a $200 fine or something for honking your horn. So I'm not honking my horn. That's not me honking my horn. That's the guy behind me. He's got a loud horn behind me. But it's not Tommy Temper doing that. Yeah, exactly. Gonna burn. Someone's gonna burn their horn out, but it's not me. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. All things being considered equal, this is the Alberta Convoy Independence. Alberta Independence. Let's go. This is the most liberal area of the whole province right here. So this is the best place to fly your flag is right through here. Oh, look at right through the red light. Okay, well, we'll catch up to them there in a little while. We'll do it. Do it to it. Better vote for independence. Okay, so we're going to turn left here on, where is it here? Well, it's like 104th Street at this location, turns into Calgary Trail. And we're going to be going southbound on Calgary Trail. Hey, boys, vote for independence. You'll make more money when you get a job. Can't be on welfare forever. Right on, Saigon. 68 people watching on the various streams. Good to see everyone. Thanks a lot for popping in. You're watching the Tommy Temper Show, and we're on the convoy. The Alberta Independence Convoy is what's going on here. And we were going down Saskatchewan Drive here, not Saskatchewan Drive. Calgary Trail is where we're at here right now. So we'll see if we can catch up to the rest of the convoy because they left us behind here. And now I'm like a convoy of one vehicle doing our thing down here. Oh, I think I see the convoy up ahead there, but I hit a light here. So unfortunately, we're going to have to stop for this red light. But they're about a block ahead of us there, so if these lights change, we might be able to make it up there. But we're at our red light down here. There's our Alberta Independence cake. She's carrying our cake right there, the lady in the orange. Oh, no, orange shoes. That's NDP orange shoes that she's got there. So, you know you're in NDP territory when people wear orange shoes. Got a moving truck in here beside us. Man, those guys are way ahead of us there. Gas is $1.62 in Alberta, Edmonton, Alberta. There's 5 refineries within a short distance from where I'm at here. 5 refineries, and gas is still $1.62 a liter. There is way too much provincial and federal income tax and GST tax on our, and you pay the GST 5% on top of that $1.62, by the way. They got to get rid of all the taxes on gasoline. We don't need taxes on gasoline. If Alberta was a independent province, we could afford to not have to tax the hell out of our gasoline. And then the food production, wheat and stuff like that, food produced in Alberta here would be a little bit less expensive. It would be less expensive to live in the province here. And basically, this would be a better place to live. Oh, hang on here. I just spotted the convoy, and the convoy is over here now. Act for Alberta. Hey, that's a neat sign that the guy's got there. So we're gonna pull in here in front of this guy with his truck. There's an act for that truck right there. Had a big advertisement on it behind the one that I just passed there. So that's pretty cool. I didn't see that guy in there before, but he's getting in on the convoy here. Okay, so we're back into the convoy again. We caught up to him. Hopefully, it's getting hot in the car here. And you can see how many people are in the convoy there. There's about 2 blocks. It's about a 2 block long. I don't know how many cars there are in the convoy, but it's about 2 blocks worth of convoy here. So yeah, pretty cool. Very nice. Very, very nice. We're getting our word out here. Getting the word out here. I didn't see much negativity. There was one car that I looked over at the lady, and the lady frowned, whatever, and looked down, whatever, and she shook her head. So I did see that. So yeah, you definitely have the odd person that's against what we're up to here. And of course, hey, just keep this in mind that if it does pass, and if you're like against Alberta independence, you can always move to another province. Like you can move freely to another province. You can absolutely do that. So be it. So there you go. I just don't want a big truck to get right in front of me here because we're doing video. We'll let them get in front of that big truck there that's behind us. There we go. Okay, we're gonna make this light here because we got about 20 seconds here. Yeah, some of the other people in the convoy have caught up to us there behind us. So they're cutting in front of that big truck that's there. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun out here. We're having our fun time. Fun times out here in good old Edmonton. People in the convoy are honking their horns, and definitely lots of stuff happening here. Oh, hang on. I got to plug my phone in here. Make sure I have power on my phone. My phone is gone into dim mode here, believe it or not. And it usually goes dim when there's too hot in here. So let me just open up my windows a little bit here. Turn the heat down in the cabin. Oh, that's the little ahead of the Dodge in front of me here is the Volkswagen that I was actually behind before. Student driver. He's got a Canada flag on there. Lots of potholes in the city here. Holy jeez. Hitting potholes like crazy here. This lane is full of potholes. We should be in the center lane. There's another gas station here. They don't have their prices up on this one here. It's probably real expensive. Shell. Driving by 57 in Calgary Trail here. Heading southbound on Calgary Trail, 57 Avenue. If you want to know where we are. There you can see around the corner there. Oh, there's all the big, beautiful flags on the convoy there ahead of us there. Turning to the left ahead of us there. Woohoo! looking good, looking beautiful as we roll down the highways and byways of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. A good view of what it looks like in Edmonton here. Edmonton is a pretty well-developed city. They started building houses here around 1900, and that's pretty much in the dead center of Edmonton. This area here is all developed probably within the last 40 years. This whole area here, it's all brand new. Almost everything's brand new here in Edmonton. Not too much old at all. There you can see a good view of the convoy right here around the corner. Lots of big blue flags out here. Looking good, looking good. Uh-oh, my flag is kind of waving. I hope it doesn't fall off my truck there. I should actually check there's a couple of knurled knobs holding my flag up there. And as you jiggle and go on these roads, it kind of jiggles a little bit there, and it's probably come loose a little bit. So I hope my flag doesn't fly off of my truck. But I think we're heading back to the location that we started at, which was Gateway Boulevard and 38th Avenue. But what has joined us is behind us, there's a big box truck. And I'm not sure who sponsored that box truck, but I do know that in a lot of cases, Rebel News uses the box truck a lot to advertise various things. So I don't know if Rebel News is the one that is sponsoring that box truck behind us with the Alberta Independence advertising on it. But he's at the very end of the entire convoy. He let everybody get in front of him, which is a good idea. And yeah, we're doing good here. We're having fun. Fun, fun, fun. Thanks a lot for joining us today, everyone in the chat. Thanks a lot for mods, everyone that's a mod in the chat there. Thanks a lot for keeping the chat under control, because I do know that there are a lot of trolls out there that they're not even Albertans. They're like somewhere like it, sitting there in Ontario, going like, you guys are a bunch of traitors and whatever. And yeah, okay. Or that you're seppies, that they got that term separation, and you're a bunch of seppies, It's like the one guy that I talked to that was doing that documentary and interviewing everyone. I said, when you use the term separatist, that's like a slap in the face. In fact, they even call us seppies, or traitors and stuff like that. There you can see a really good shot of how long this is here, all the way up to the Burger King there. All big, beautiful flags, blue flags. A lot of people are pro-independence here. And yeah, I'll proudly wear the badge of being a seppi or a traitor or whatever the hell you want to call me. It really doesn't matter, because the lefties like to sling mud, and call you a bigot or a racist or a misogynist or homophobic or whatever, Like all you guys do is just throw names at people. And it really doesn't matter anymore, because it's not illegal to do what we're doing. This is a perfectly democratic process that we're witnessing right here in Alberta. It's a democratic process to be able to vote to stay within Canada or to leave Canada. And guess what? We love living in a democracy. And if you love living in a democracy, then you should absolutely be in favor of democracy and in favor of a democratic vote for people to decide what they want to do. And all I can say is shame on you. If you don't think that we should be able to vote for independence, well, then you don't like democracy and you're not a democratic person, right? So look in the mirror. And usually it's lefties. Lefties are sitting on that side of the fence where they're like, oh, I only want what's good for me, and you probably haven't even visited Alberta. You probably don't even know what Alberta is even about. Um, so at the end of the day, yeah. In fact, there's one girl that I interviewed there earlier today, where she said, I'm from Ontario. I want independence. I want to separate from Canada, and I'm from Ontario." And I said, "Well, how long you lived in Alberta?" 19 years. She lived 19 years in Alberta, and she's sick and tired of the high cost of living, high cost of rent, high cost of food. Inflation is going up like crazy. Mark Carney. Whenever I mention the word Mark Carney, what do you think of Mark Carney? It's like, can I swear? People are going, can I swear? Yeah. And I go, yeah, okay. And they go, well, fuck Mark Carney. That's the first thing they say. So they're sick and tired of the federal government out there to the same degree that I am. I don't like anything that they're doing. Conservatives never have a voice. It's always, yeah, majority government in Canada is what we have now, where definitely the Conservatives have no voice in Ottawa. All they can do is sit there and go, we don't like this or we don't like that. And Carney goes, well, screw you. We're going to push through whatever the hell we want because we run the country. And there's nothing for Alberta. Ontario doesn't give anything to Alberta. There's no, like in the last, since Carney has gotten in the last year, what has he actually done for Alberta? Nothing, nothing, nothing to benefit me, and he'll go, oh yeah, well, we gave low income earners, a kickback on their taxes for groceries or something like that, Oh, well, okay, well, if you're on welfare, yeah, or that we've cut federal income tax by 1 measly %, which okay, well that might put a couple of $100 in your wallet, but that's it. Hey, here's a guy right beside me. Thank you so much, man. Here's a guy. He says, "Thank you so much for independence. You're pro independence." 100%. Right on, man. Well, talk to as many people as you can and get the word out there. Absolutely, yeah. You'll get more bucks in your pocket. Right on, man. Okay, there's a guy in this little car here that just pulled up. The guy in the little Toyota there, the black one. Where I don't know if you heard what he said there, but he's absolutely pro-independence. He's like clapping his hands and waving and saying, "Great, appreciate what you guys are doing." So yeah, definitely there's support for independence out here, which is pretty good. Very nice to see that. We're liking what we see, liking what we see. Not sure where everyone is going with the flags here, but we're going to keep with it here. So people are noticing. People are noticing. They're liking what they see. They like the convoy. They're smiling. We got us a convoy of flags, of Alberta flags. And people go, oh, well, you guys have conquered that flag, or whatever type thing. And we've taken over the Alberta flag the same way the original convoy took over the Canadian flag, and the Canadian flag became a symbol of the convoy to Ottawa. And of course, the Liberals hated that. So what did the Liberals do? They went and got a swastika, and they got a guy to fly the swastika with a mask on in Ottawa when the convoy got there. And of course, there was a Liberal photographer right there, right on site, out of nowhere to take a picture of that swastika flag. And that's what the Liberals do, is that whenever there's anything going on, and the government will do that too. The government doesn't like, obviously doesn't like Alberta independence. Like, holy shit, this is like terribleness here. And you know what I heard is going to happen is that And they apparently this happened when Quebec wanted to separate. Is when they had the vote. Well, what could potentially happen is you will have the Canadian government bring in a whole bunch of military into Alberta on the day of the vote or just before the day of the vote. So bring back everyone that is in Albertan because the vote is going to happen here in Alberta. And I don't believe that the vote is going to be mail-in ballot or something like that. So you actually have to be here in the province. So probably the military is going to make sure that anybody in the military will be brought into Alberta in order to vote no for independence. So think about that. That is probably going to happen. So, all I can say is shame on the government if they pull a trick like that and waste a bunch of money to bring in anybody that's a soldier in the military back to Alberta in order to vote to stay in Canada. And you can imagine that somebody that's in the military probably doesn't want to lose their job or whatever might happen. I don't know if they lose their job, but they probably want Alberta to stay in independence or stay in Canada rather. So yeah, that's going to maybe happen. Okay, we're heading towards Henday here now. This is Henday that we're kind of going under here. So yeah, it looks like the convoy is heading onto the Anthony Henday Drive here now. So yeah, it's about a block long in front of me there. As we motor down the highways and byways of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, is where we're at with the Alberta wants to, well, not all, but some Albertans want to separate from Canada, and we're flying our Alberta flags in here for independence of Alberta. Is what's going on here. No, we passed Henday. So we're going past Henday and keep it on going here. I've got about a half a tank of gas, so we can drive for a long time. We're going fairly fast here, too. Convoy is not impeding traffic, and this traffic is on its way to Calgary or to South Edmonton or whatever. And I'm not sure where we're going here, but we're heading towards the international airport here. South Edmonton, right by the Harley Davidson dealership here. I think we might even head up to Niscu or something and then turn around and head back to Edmonton. It's maybe what we're up to here. I'm not too sure. But we're having fun out here today. My phone looks like it's overheating a little bit because the display has gone dim on my display. Although it looks like we're still live on YouTube, Facebook, and on X. I'm going to be upgrading my software so I'll be able to stream to about 8 different platforms. So then we'll pick up maybe Twitch and also be able to stream on Kick. and maybe a couple of other platforms. That guy's going pretty fast right there. Of course, we're in that 110, and they want to increase. So I think it's south of Leduc. They want to increase the speed limit on this highway to 120 kilometers an hour. Right now, the speed limit where we're at right now is 110 kilometers per hour. So what we're doing right now, I'm doing about 50 kilometers an hour. So, and we slowed right down to a almost a standstill here. The convoy is going quite slow. Now we picked up speed again. Yeah, if you've ever been in a convoy, a convoy kind of surges and ebbs, I would call it. Surge and ebb. So where you go fast and then you slow right down. And then you go fast and then you slow right down. You know, it kind of surges and ebbs. And yeah, on the oil convoy to Ottawa, I was what was known as rover. So my role with the convoy was to be the rover, and rover basically I could go anywhere. I could go behind the convoy, middle of the convoy, in front of the convoy, and I was like, or ahead of the convoy. And a lot of the times I was like a couple of kilometers ahead of the convoy, giving radio information ahead of the convoy as to what was going on the road, whether there were any blockages on the road, any vehicles on the side of the road, or basically just intel ahead of the convoy. So I was like the rover car. So I wasn't in a big truck or something like that. I was just in a little. Um, I had at the time like a little SS SUV with a big motor in it, and that thing was like it's almost like driving a Camaro or a Mustang or something in an SUV. So the thing could really barrel down the road. Looks like we're heading to Niscu though. Niscu is 6 kilometers ahead, and we're in the right-hand lane heading to Niscu. And yeah, the convoy is about a block ahead of me and about a block behind me. So we're in the middle of the convoy here. I should actually have gotten in a different spot here because the guy in front of me is kind of blocking my view, being a kind of an SUV or a bigger vehicle. Well, it's not a big SUV, but still. It was better when I was behind the Volkswagen. But you can see what it looks like there. Lots of big flags out there. Lots of people flying their flags. Okay, we're slowing right back here now. We're doing 40 kilometers an hour. Still seeing lots of people in the chat. Good to see everyone. Thanks a lot for sticking with us here today. Trying to get some lipsol. My lips are kind of dry here. That's dry-lipped Tommy Temper for those haters out there. There's a guy that spun out of control in the ditch right there, and you can see a piece of a vehicle or something there beside him. He might have rolled that truck because the other day we had lots of ice and snow on the road here, so that vehicle hit the ditch, and it hasn't been retrieved yet. There was some yellow tape around it there. Yellow police tape, so they've already cataloged him in the ditch, and he just needs a tow truck or something to get him out of there. Trying to put this lipsol back in my pocket, but I didn't put my seatbelt on here. Now I can't get my hand back in my pocket as I'm driving here. Here we go. Okay, seatbelt is back on and we're back in business again. Well, I had no idea where we'd be driving. I didn't even know that I'd be going to Niscu here today in a convoy to Niscu because I thought we were just going to a flag wave in South Edmonton. But as it turns out, we're a part of a convoy doing our thing out here. And we're probably going to turn around at Niscu. We might go into the airport or something. There's always that possibility that we make a round trip past the place where you can pick up a departure or arrivals or departure area at the airport. There's that possibility, which would be okay to do that. They built at Edmonton International Airport here. There's a Costco store there now, and there's what they call a what the hell is it? It's like a big box uh, mall, a big mall there, but it's like Nike store or like big brand stores and stuff in there. And so there's that big mall in there now, which is kind of interesting. I've been there a couple times. Next up here, Petro Canada, A&W, Tim Hortons. I'd like to actually stop and check my pole on the back of my truck. I have one fairly large flag on the back of my truck connected to my trailer hitch in the back there. Oh, hang on. We're not taking this exit, or are we taking this exit? Yes, we are taking this exit. But we're staying in this lane so that we can go over that overpass up ahead there and turn around and come back onto the highway and head back to Edmonton again. So we're still heading south here. We're taking the 525, 625 east exit, Devon exit, and we're going to turn around on this overpass and head back to Edmonton. Exit 525 if you're looking at the map on Highway 2. Highway 2 south of Edmonton, if you know the area. And as you can see, we got a little bit of snow here, but it's right around that zero, above or below zero here pretty much every day. And it snowed for the last 3 days. But yeah, as you can see, there's not much snow left. Definitely no snow on the road, and a little bit of snow in the side of the road here. But most of it has melted away. And pretty much tomorrow is going to be way above zero, like maybe 8 degrees above zero. So pretty much all the snow is going to be gone here in a couple of days that you see here. But yeah, when I looked out of my window there yesterday, it was all white, all snow. Oh, at least I made this corner here. And the guy behind me is right behind me. He went through that red light. Well, he barely made it through. So we're going over the overpass here now. Okay, we made it to Niscu. We're at the Petro Pass at Niscu, or the Shell Station. The Flying J, I think it is. 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 The Flying J, I think And it is $1.60.9 for a liter out here. Again, we're right close to where there's 5 refineries close by here in Alberta, where you could make it to all 5 refineries on a little trip, a round trip. So they're really close, right near Edmonton here. But yet, the price of fuel is still quite a bit. Over there, it's $1.90, $1.60.9 over there at the Flying J. Same as over here at the Shell station. Same at both locations there. Okay, we're back in motion again. We've got an advanced signal here. See if I can make it through here. Yeah, it looks like I can make it through. And we're now going north again. We're heading back onto Highway 2. This is the feeder onto Highway 2 from a real good place there called Blackjacks. That restaurant on the left there, Blackjacks restaurant, is a nice restaurant. Oh, it looks like some people are going down that way. Hang on. Let's turn around here. That guy went straight. There's some people going straight there, but we're going to turn around here and go meet up. Apparently, we're stopping at Blackjacks in here, right by the cannabis shop. I guess maybe we're stopping for cannabis. I don't know. You know, this is Canada. Oh, look at right there. We do our part for Canada. Oh, there's that big, beautiful truck there with the advertising on it. I should park. I'm going to park somewhere where I can get a good view of that truck. Do our thing down here, and we're at Blackjacks Roadhouse. I don't know if people are going to stop for lunch or what they're going to do down here, but we're all congregating down here at Blackjacks. That's a pretty good restaurant in there. They've got nice and some memorabilia because it's close to the speedway, to the quarter-mile racetrack here, Castrol. They call it Castrol. It's the advertising on it there now. And they've got lots of nice memorabilia in there from the track. I want to see what's on the side of this guy's authorized by Act for
off the traffic kind of thing.
Okay. Okay, there's that truck there. The truck is Act for Alberta, authorized by actforalberta.com. And I believe that is Rebel News. Rebel News is the one sponsoring that truck right there. And it's got advertising on the sides of that truck. I think that label on the back of the truck that we're looking at right now is it's not like advertising. But let's see. Let's see. I want to get this truck here. I'll just pull behind this guy, okay? Let's check out the truck here. And it says chaos instead of certainty. We can do better. We can do better. Actforalberta.com. Authorized by Act for Alberta. 780-800-9577 is your phone number. So, yeah, that's going on there. Let me get my camera out here outside. We'll find out more about ACT for Alberta. Hang on, I'm going to slip out of the stream and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back in here again. Sorry about that. I just wanted to do a little reboot of my phone. Yeah, exactly. Find out what's going on here.
Sure.
Hey, I knew that was Rebel News there. Hey,
Yeah, how's it going?
Tommy Temper.
I'm Mark, the driver.
Good to see you, Mark.
The driver, yeah.
Ah, right on. Yeah, I kind of thought that Rebel was behind the truck. You guys always do this stuff whenever there's something going on there.
Yeah, and they got a third-party thing that they've done called Actor Alberta.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I see that there. Actor Alberta.
People to go into actoralberta.com and sign up and
More stuff there to check out.
for Alberta independence.
Right on. Yeah, I saw you pulling in at the back of the convoy there.
Yeah, I was just driving around randomly around Edmonton today.
Oh,
signs! I saw you guys, and I just joined in.
Yeah, find out what that Facebook group is, and then you'll see what stuff is happening. How long are you going to be doing this?
I'm out in Alberta until around the 1st or 2nd of June.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Find out what the Facebook group is that these guys hang out on, and then you can see they'll be posting where they'll be doing stuff.
For sure.
The Alberta Independence Group.
Yeah.
News fan that you guys got a lot of.
Yeah. Check them out on Facebook.
What's your name? Mark.
Mark, I'm Jason from
All right,
Alberta Radio.
they got a third party called Actor Alberta.
Yeah, I covered that. It was pretty
Yeah.
awesome. Oh, it's really awesome getting over that.
Sick. Yeah.
The NDP has a truck like this right now. It's all black. Yeah, and they're criticizing Daniel Smith and stuff.
Oh.
I was like, "Where's our rebel truck, man?"
They should have a picture of Nenshi on it there.
Like those pictures I post about him.
Oh, yeah. Nenshi is
This
it's the NDP.
Yeah, so far I'm getting mixed
He's
reactions.
the best guy for the NDP.
is saying there's Tommy Temper.
I was surprised.
Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. There's Alberta News over there. What are you sniping my stream?
No,
Yeah, we got a stream sniper over here.
you're on YouTube right now.
YouTube, Facebook, and X. Yeah. I'm using StreamYard.
Yeah, streaming.
So StreamYard is getting me on all three of them there.
Seriously.
I stopped paying for streaming. Yes, but I'll go back to streaming because I think my multi-stream's not working well. It's partial.
Oh, okay.
Plugins.
Yeah.
Well, if they would have been like that in 1776.
Okay, well, we're out here at Blackjacks Roadhouse. Blackjacks, like I was saying, is a real famous place where all the people come from the quarter-mile racetrack down here. And they've got memorabilia inside of Blackjacks there. And
that's the deadline.
all down here
Right.
with all of our beautiful blue flags with the convoy down here.
What's up?
So what do you think of it so far here today?
Oh, this is fantastic. It's a nice way to end this
Exactly.
stretch. We made it.
Looking
We did
good.
we did what we had to. Now the campaign starts.
Where are we heading to now from here? Back to 38th?
Yeah, back over to 38.
Right
Yeah.
on. Looking good.
Yeah. Glad to see
There's Tommy Temper.
see the rebel here.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for it.
Yeah, I'm not much on the video here today, but we're out here. Thumbs up to everybody. There's the Rebel truck out there. And yeah, we got the convoy out here. Lots of people having a lot of fun. Flying the flag, as they say. Flying the colors. Looking good. We appreciate everybody out here. Alberta Prosperity Project. You got people with labels on the sides of their truck here. AlbertaProsperityProject.com.
Hi.
StayFreeAlberta.com is the website where you want to get most of the information on what's going on down here. It's looking really good.
Yeah,
Hey, good to see you.
It's just a nice way to end this whole thing.
Well, no, but the signature part of it,
It's a
right?
nice way to start it.
It's looking good.
Okay.
Okay, down here at the Roadhouse, the Blackjack Roadhouse here, famous roadhouse where all of the quarter-mile racers hang out in Niscu, Alberta. And as you can see, we've got lots of people down here doing their thing.
Good to see you, man. You made it out again, eh?
Check it out. Lots of flags. Woohoo! Look at this. Here's our lead truck in here. Let's see what some of his things are here. Look at, he was with Wexit, Alberta. That was back in the old days where it didn't really fly all that much. Look at, you got Rebel or Alex Jones on there. The Republic of Alberta. I love pipelines. OJ Pipeline, support our troops. Freedom Convoy. Yeah, the old Freedom Convoy. That was a good time. Look at, I need one of those stickers there. Alberta Independence Prosperity Project. There's the F Trudeau. Got to change that with the F Party now. God's Guns and Guts, made America free. Yeah, exactly. We need that again. Leave our kids alone. There's the Coots boys there. Innocent until proven guilty. Oops. Alex Jones agreed in there. I don't really watch Alex Jones myself, but yeah, other people do. Take it with a grain of salt. F Trudeau. Axe the tax. Man, this guy was everywhere. What's that? I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. Yeah, not sure about that one. Question everything. You got that right. Hey, look, there's Trump. Even Trump is in there. Alberta Republicans. And we got Doggy Dog over there. That's right. This is Alberta. We love freedom. We drill for oil. We love hockey. We drink beer. We eat beef. Proud to be in Alberta. Leave our kids alone. Freedom. Let's go, freedom. Let's hear what the dog has to say. Look at it. It's the freedom doggy. Hi. Are you freedom doggy? Yeah. Bark for freedom. Bark for freedom. We love it. Okay.
And it means XYZ.
We're converting this guy. He's a tough convert, though.
They're kicking us off the property.
Okay. Well, we'll go.
Blackjacks.
Oh, don't worry about it.
This isn't their property.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Doesn't matter. We're getting ready to go. Yeah.
Roll out of here.
Yeah.
We're used to being pushed around in Canada. Okay, so we got to leave. Apparently, this isn't their property, and we're just here for a couple minutes anyway. So we're gonna go. Here's that famous Rebel truck. In from Ontario too. Look at this truck came all the way from Ontario. See that? So there are some people in Ontario that are pro Alberta independence here. Here's the proof right here. We can do better. We will do better. We work hard. We pay our taxes. We do our part for Canada. But what do we get? Ottawa telling us what the F to do. That man there, Carney. Carney. Chaos instead of certainty. Alberta government pipeline priorities unchanged under federal laws. No pipelines. No more pipelines. No tankers. Cap your oil in. We will do better. Join the fight. actforalberta.com. Right here. You're seeing it with your own eyes. You're watching the Tommy Temper Show. I'm Tommy Temper. Coming to you live from Blackjacks parking lot. Blackjacks parking lot in Alberta, Canada. Niscu, Alberta, Canada. Yeah, lots of fun down here, you guys. Come on. Next time, if you're in Edmonton and you're watching this from Edmonton, get on those Facebook pages, Alberta Independence. Find out where the rallies are happening, because this stuff is going to be happening every weekend. Maybe on Saturday, maybe on Sunday. And yeah, we're out here for Alberta Independence. Absolutely. Look at, I've even got the flag on the back of my truck right here. Check out this big, beautiful flag. And I've got the sticker. Here's the sticker on my truck. Where's your sticker? Have you got a sticker on your truck? Come on. Let's get with it. Get with the program. Get with the program. Are you with the program?
Yes, I'm with the program.
Are you going to be voting yes?
Yes, all the way, 100%.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So, yeah, what about the rest of the people out there that are not for independence? What do you have to say to them?
Honestly, you're missing out on the greatest historical event you could ever possibly imagine.
Come to Alberta.
Yep, come to Alberta. See what it's like here. Because it's no gonna be any better going east, man.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks a lot for talking to us today.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Nice talking
Thanks for
to you.
coming out to this event here.
Yeah.
We're having fun out here. And like I say, this guy in this truck here, he was just driving around Edmonton. He was, driving his truck around Edmonton, and he found the convoy, and he joined the convoy today. So he didn't even know that this convoy would be happening. But on the other hand, I didn't know. I didn't know that the convoy would be happening. I thought that basically we would be just waving our flag over there in South Edmonton. But as it turns out, we met up with this guy here doing his thing, and lots of fun down here. So glad that you could be with us here today. My first stream, I don't know what happened to it. I was streaming on YouTube, and the stream just kind of went down or something happened to it. I'm going to have to check and see what crapped out on it. But I was doing a bunch of interviews with people, and then and doing a bunch of really good interviews with people. So I think that part of the stream kind of went bad on us there. Hey, good to see you.
See you.
We're out and about here having fun. Oh, look there's an airplane. We're right near the airport here right now. And there's an airplane taking off right there, using a little bit of carbon, just like Carbon Carney. He flies in his airplane all over the world and uses up carbon or whatever and makes us pay the carbon tax. But actforalberta.com in the big truck. Okay, we're going to get back in our truck here because apparently we can't stay in the area here. We're coming to you live. Let's plug in our camera again here so we don't run out of juice. There we go. We're back in again. Let me start up my truck and warm it up a little bit here because it's still a little bit chilly out there. Holding my phone in my hand really definitely makes my hand freeze up on me here.
One person will roll out of here.
Right on. Rasputin. Okay, we're back in here. Woo-hoo, ready to roll. We're just trying to get one last person rounded up. And then we're going to roll out of here again back into Edmonton. Looking good. So much fun. It reminds me of the Convoy to Ottawa almost here. Minus the 18-wheelers. So, yeah, lots of fun. Hang on, let's see how I can... This is crazy, trying to operate this stuff on here. OBS. Yeah, BMUX. BMUX is the next. I'm going to ditch StreamYard, and I think I'm going to move to BMUX, BMUX, instead of StreamYard. So if you're a streamer out there, go over to BMux. You'll see that it's less expensive and it offers more features than StreamYard. Of course, a guest's and the way that you enter is you just put a BMux URL up there instead of a StreamYard URL, and you enter exactly the same way. You just click the link, you type in your username, like Tommy Temper, and then you just enter you decide what mic and camera you want to use, same as StreamYard, and then you just enter the stream as a guest. So pretty much exactly the same thing as StreamYard here. Let's go. Party starting again here. We're rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Rolling down the road. The convoy is rolling. Rolling down the road. I wonder what that documentary is there. There's some guys. There's a really tall guy, and I believe he got in that truck with the lead truck there. That the one with the big sign on it, right over in this direction over here. I don't know if you can see him on the screen there. But that guy is anti-independence, and he's the guy doing the interviewing and the documentary on this whole thing. And I just wonder who is he actually behind? And they got me to sign a release form because I talked to him on camera, and I think he had a hidden microphone on, and he was actually against independence. It's like, oh, well, how do you guys know that you'll be able to have enough money to, survive with independence and all the rest of this stuff? He's talking like that. So, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Oh, I don't want to have any big guy in front of me. I want a little guy in front of me. I guess this Jeep will have to do. I'll tilt it down a little bit instead of looking up at the sky, even though you're looking at more of my red hood of my truck here. But yeah, we got about 2 blocks worth of convoy here. So it's not huge, but that's not what this was about. This wasn't even a convoy. This wasn't advertised as a convoy. This was advertised as a flag wave on 38th and Calgary Trail, or what they call it, Gateway Boulevard there now. Gateway Boulevard going north. Let me just flip this just a bit here. There we go. Get it more centered. So that on the vertical stream, you're seeing it, that car dead center of the stream. Okay, we're heading back to Edmonton. We're in Niscu here right now. And you can see that big truck with the advertisement on it there ahead of us. Yeah, let me turn my 4-way flashers on here. Didn't have my 4-ways on the whole time, but I'll put them on now. Seeing as everybody else is running their 4-ways. It's actually illegal to drive down the highway with your 4-way flashers on. is what I was told at one point. But when you're in a convoy, everyone kind of does it. But what's terrible about it is that when you go to change your lanes, then people don't know that you want to change your lane, right? So that's why I don't really like putting my four-ways on, because eventually you do change lanes. Oh, while we stopped, I should have checked those fittings on the back of my truck there to where my flag is connected on there to make sure that it's not going to fly off here as we're driving down the road. But and there's quite a wind there today too, so we're driving into the wind, so there's going to be even more pressure on my flag there on the back of the truck. Okay, we're on the feeder road here, feeding back onto Highway 2, heading towards Edmonton, and we're going to be approaching the 110 kilometer an hour part of the highway, and of course we're going to be doing about 50 kilometers an hour. Wind out there is about 20 to 30, 40 kilometers an hour. Looks like there's something going on up ahead there. There's some kind of blue flashing lights, blue and yellow flashing lights, so not too sure what that's all about. Maybe some kind of a tow truck or something. Maybe a broken down vehicle dead ahead there. No, I don't know. It's just a truck pulled over on the side of the road. I don't know what he's all about. Leadcore. It's a construction truck of some sort. Oh, well, at least everyone slowed down right there. Yeah, the rule of the road now is that when you see flashing lights on the highway, you slow down to 60 kilometers an hour. So that was a good place for him to stop, because then it was easier for us to get into the right-hand lane here. Woo-hoo. Let's go, Oiler. Let's go, Independence. Yeah, what's going to happen to our hockey team if Alberta becomes an independent country? The Oilers are going to have to be part of the National Hockey League, which will have to be part of Canada, or sorry, part of Alberta, the country of Alberta. So it'll be a three-country hockey team, the NHL, in between the United States, Canada, and Alberta. Yeah, there's so much to think of. You know, people that are anti-Alberta independence are like, well, what are you going to do about your pension plan? Well, we'll just bring our pension plan from Ottawa back to Edmonton or Calgary and just administer it ourselves, put our money into it, and that money that we've contributed to the pension plan, just give it back to us, and we'll keep it in our own plan. Okay? Or people go, what are you going to do about healthcare? Well, right now you tax us, you take the money, send it to Ottawa, you blow a bunch of it, and then you send a little bit of it back to us. Well, we'll just keep it all within Alberta and use the money for healthcare within Canada. I don't think your healthcare is going to change. It's not going to go private or anything like that. It's still going to be a publicly funded healthcare system here. We're just going to have way more money to be able to build more hospitals and hire more doctors and nurses and do a better job. Well, what about your education system? Yeah, we'll have more money to spend on schools and teachers and stuff like that. Well, what about the military? Well, we'll just form our own military right here in the province. And aren't you going to be worried not having a military that the United States are going to take you over? Well, the United States could take over Canada right now in an instant. And why aren't they doing it now if they could? Well, they're not, because, we're just another country. They don't want to take us over, but they don't mind buying oil from us. You know, you pump oil out of the ground, well, somebody has to pay for it. They're paying for it right now. This is an independence convoy that we're in here right now. What about the CBC, television and radio? turf them out of Alberta. Get them the hell out of Alberta. I was arguing with the other guy about it there, the liberal guy that's doing that, whatever, videoing there. And I said, well, he said, I said, well, look at Canada spending $1.5 billion on CBC radio and television. And he goes, well, look at, there's a car in the ditch right there, overturned right there to the right. He didn't fare too well on the highway here. He flipped right over and he's laying on his roof right there. What about the CBC? Yeah, well, of that $0.5 billion that's being paid annually to the CBC, a lot of that is Alberta money. So guess what? We don't have to fund the CBC, and the CBC can get the hell out of Alberta because we don't want them here. All that the CBC does, if I was to turn on the radio right now and listen to CBC, they would be talking about something transsexual or something gay or something LGBTQ or something native or something with some immigrant on there. But it would be pretty hard pressed to hear them talking about anything positive about Alberta independence. Never heard them talk that, but they've had a bunch of people on there talking about Alberta separation, calling us a bunch of separatists and stuff like that. They're not conservative at all. They're completely liberal. They're so lefty, they make communism look good. So we don't want to have anything to do with CBC. It's not the nation's broadcaster. It's the left-wing mouthpiece of the government. And they're so freaking lefty that they make me sick every time I turn them on. Like I said, I did a little short there where I said I hate CBC because of their programming and the stuff. They never really come on there and talk about Canadians or talk about Canada. It's always about something else and not Canada. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. That programming is just garbage on CBC. I'll say that right now. And they bring in and the Canadian government is bringing in all these hate speech laws. There's already hate speech laws on the books where you can't hate on someone or something. You hear about it all the time that somebody is arrested and they did something criminal, and what they did criminal is because it was a hate incident, right? Those things are on the books already. We don't need more of that so that the government can actually tell me what I can say and do. As a podcaster or as somebody on YouTube, there's no more free speech. We're bringing in these bill number 2, bill number 9, and all the rest of this stuff, and it's completely ridiculous what the Canadian government is actually doing. There's another red car there with a bunch of flags on it there. Woohoo! Like, it is absolutely crazy what the Canadian government is doing. They're basically taking those hate laws that they're throwing people in jail in the UK, and they're bringing all of those hate laws into Canada so that they can throw us into jail for saying, if you say something about some LG guy, whatever, and you're 20 feet away from him and you say it on your podcast, and he looks at your podcast, he calls the police, and the police come and throw you in jail and give you a criminal fine to go and see a judge, over stupid stuff like that. It's like, there's no more free speech in the UK. They're done for. And all those laws are being brought in by Carney into Canada. And because the Liberal government has a monopoly in the government, they're like 100%. They're 100% pro. Oh, hang on here. Let me take this off here, and then I will get ahead of this guy here. And I'll cut in front of here. Cut in front of this guy. There we go. Okay, we're back in here again. Okay, we had to cut lanes in there, so we got ahead of a few trucks there. Yeah, so anyways, we don't want those hate laws. Those hate laws are bad. The hate laws will throw people in jail that don't need to be in jail. Like, we want free speech. I love free speech. I love to be able to talk about anything and everything. You know, I don't put people down. I don't call, like there are some people that are on the internet that call people names and stuff like that day in and day out. Yeah, well, there's slander laws on the books already. There's another car in the ditch on the right hand side. You can see a little black car there in the ditch. And the ambulance is now rolling through here. There's a car in the ditch right there, right by the ambulance. And woo, he almost hit that guardrail there. Wow, that would have been really bad if he hit that guardrail. But he somehow went around that guardrail. Okay, the ambulance is coming through, and they had no problem coming through the convoy. So the convoy did not block the ambulance whatsoever. So if anybody is thinking, oh, you guys are blocking the roads out there in Edmonton, no, we're not blocking the road. Cars are going by. There's somebody giving us a thumbs up there as he drives by. So people are respecting our flags here, and we're having a lot of fun. People are driving by on the left, driving by on the right, and if they need to cut in front of us, they can cut in front of us, no problem at all, and switch lanes or do whatever they want. So we're not affecting the flow of traffic at all for the short time that we're out here. Thanks a lot, everyone, for watching. This is the Tommy Temper Show. I'm Tommy Temper. I'm coming to you live on location at the scene of the Alberta Independence Convoy. It's a convoy out here today. And we're passing IKEA, if you know where that is, here at South Common, Alberta, on as Highway 2 transforms into Gateway Boulevard. Okay, we're switched lanes again, so we're doing good. We're in the correct lane for we're getting back to where our end of our convoy is here. There goes the big Act for Alberta truck as he cuts back in again here. So he's ahead of us now. That little guy in the white truck there, he wants his lane. Okay, we made it back into Edmonton. Woo-hoo. We're now at the Computer Memory Express. If you know where that is, Memory Express on the south side. Or the bowling alley on approaching 34th Avenue. And our actual stopping point will be 38th Avenue. So we're only about 4 blocks away from our final destination here on the convoy. So that was good. We got our message out. We flew the flag around here a little bit. People are seeing all of the flags. They understand what all these flags are about here. And it's about Alberta independence and better for the children out there, for the kids, so that they'll be able to actually get a job. That would be nice if the young kids that are in school or whatever get a summer job or get a job after school, so that they can actually make some money. That would be a good thing in Alberta here. There's been like really a lot of mass immigration into Canada, and people just can't find any jobs at all here because there's so many foreign workers that are brought in here on. The government pays for half of their wages, and the business pays for the other half of the wages, and that's who's working at all these fast food joints around, and all mostly fast food. A lot of fast food stuff going on where there's foreign temporary workers that are brought in here. So much to the point that it's hard for anybody to get a job now. It was a job fair where 5,000 people attended in Calgary, and mostly young people. And people said, "Yeah, I put an application in, over 100 applications into businesses, and I didn't get one response." Like, that's how tough it is to get a job here. But yet, a foreign worker can come in here, and the government will pay half their wage, the business pays the other half of the wage, and that's the reason that they're not hiring local Canadians, because the government has a deal to pay half the wages of the foreign workers. Here we go. Look at these signs right here as we're pulling in here. Look at this. Alberta sovereignty now, right here. There's a big flag. And here's more people. Let's drive by here. Lots of people out here, so you had lots of stuff going on here. Good times, good times. Okay, we're going to pull in here. Good thing we got that video of everybody there. Pull in here. Thanks a lot for the thumbs ups. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a sub to the channel if you're just sitting there watching on your big screen TV. Find our channel, Tommy Temper Show, on YouTube, and sub up to the channel. We always like a couple of new subs with every stream that we do. It's always a good thing. Appreciate that. Oh, there's a big Canada goose right there on the left side of the stream. Uh-oh. Now, this guy is just sitting here right in front of me. If he would move forward a little bit there, that would be a good thing, and then we can all park here. Here we go. Okay, I'm not sure what this guy's doing, or whether or not he's even with the whole thing. Got the guy in that big truck right behind me there. So it looks like everybody's out there doing their thing. Let me switch the thing over here on my camera. Oops. Go to front camera. There we go. Okay, we're back in here again. So yeah, that was basically it here today. That's the Alberta flag wave here for Alberta independence. And we're back at our location that we started at. And people are out there waving their flags. Let's see what time it is. 3:49. It's supposed to stop at 4 o'clock. So I think everyone will be leaving here in about 10 minutes or so. So yeah, great time out here. Great time. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. Yeah, it's too bad I couldn't get my little handy dandy DJI microphone working here. And what it is it's a combination of these two things. And I don't know why I wasn't able to get it to work, but I've got the little DJI microphone and this little deal here that you plug into your phone. You plug this into your phone, and this is the Bluetooth receiver, and it receives the audio from the microphone. And with these two deals here, then you have a wireless mic set up on your phone. But for whatever reason, it was not operating properly. And I don't know, I might have bent this thing or done something with it, but people were saying that it didn't have audio or whatever. So I don't know what the deal was with that. But anyways, at least we've got audio with the with this microphone here, so this is a good thing. So yeah, it's actually good times out here. So what's the deal now?
Like I said, we finish off to 4 o'clock, and then people do their thing.
Ah, right on.
Yeah, gotcha.
So in a couple minutes, we're out of here.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, man.
Good. Yeah,
Thanks for
nice
coming
seeing you.
up. Nice meeting you, Tom.
You betcha.
All right, buddy. I'm just gonna make sure I say hi to everyone.
Take care. Yeah, we'll stay in touch. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. Okay, so oh yeah, the other guy that I should actually get some information on is Jason. Which it's funny, the trolls know about everything about Jason more than I do. I don't even talk to Jason or whatever with Alberta Radio, but he's also big on independence as well. And yeah, he and I should exchange info, whatever, so that I can get in contact with him a little bit more. Be in contact. Hang on a second. Yeah, I just had to go in the back and check my trailer hitch because my trailer hitch is, and actually it was tight, but it's kind of a little bit wobbly there just because it's some pieces in there or whatever. It's connected together to the trailer hitch to give us our, let's see, this way a little bit here.
Shoot me a message, or you got my phone? You got my phone number still?
Are you on X?
Yeah, I share your stuff.
Okay, I'll send you something on X, okay,
That works.
with my phone number.
Okay, that works.
Don't share my phone number though. But we'll get in touch on the phone, and then yeah, if I'm doing a live broadcast specifically on independence or something, I'll invite you up as a guest,
Okay, sounds good.
and then you can stream from my stream over to your thing and do a combo type stream. Talk about independence and stuff like that.
Tell you what, do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I'm trying to get to know more people because I've got John. I asked John to come on my panel, but he says, "Oh, Tommy, I saw a post that you did there, and there was a whole bunch of negative comments on your post. I think I said I hate CBC or something like that. And of course, I got the trolls going. You know what I mean? Well, what else is new?
John's new to this game, and he's got to understand that. You know what? Let them comment.
Yeah,
Let them comment.
yeah. There's trolls out there, and the trolls are going to troll. That's what they do.
That's what they do. Well, I mean, for me, I'm on Facebook only. Like, there's a line where, like, I'll let everybody say what they want to say, but there's a line where I draw it, like, and I'm like, okay, well, if you're gonna act like that and say those kind of things, and
Yeah.
give you a warning, you don't listen, oh, bye, I'm gonna ban you. That's.
Yeah.
But no, I still let the trolls go.
Facebook is good though. Like you get a lot of views on Facebook. Like I did a view. I don't know if you saw that video I did downtown Edmonton with the homeless people.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I watched.
That got 100,000 views.
Yeah.
That one little short video. It's like about 30 seconds long or something like that. So you get a lot of eyes on that thing. This guy here is a real lefty. This guy doing this documentary dude here.
Yeah.
That guy is so freaking far left. It's unbelievable. The guy
What's
with
the dude with the hat?
the guy with the toque.
Yeah,
And he's with the whole thing, and he's like, you can't talk to that guy.
no, I tried talking to him, and he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand the process, and that's the problem with a lot right now. Is the fact that a lot of folks don't understand the process of how the province.
Yeah,
And
but yet
Confederation.
he's got the two cameramen there and signing. I don't know if you signed that the form there, disclosure or whatever. so that he can use your content and whatever. But like he's interviewing people like that from a complete lefty point of view, you know, trying to push that narrative.
Well, he's working for somebody. There's a lady that's in charge of it, and she does really good work. She I think she got nominated for an Oscar for some work. So I mean, they're just working for her, and maybe he should get fired.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You're in the wrong part of doing stuff, man. Why are you sending a lefty to argue with everybody who you're trying to do a documentary about?
Yeah, exactly.
Make it
And he doesn't understand, you know, he doesn't understand the benefits. You know, like you try and say something to him, you know, and it's like in one ear and out the other. Like, oh, well, you guys prove that it's going to be better. Well, how can you prove something that hasn't happened yet?
Yeah.
You know? You can't. But you understand that if you're sending $1 to Ottawa and all you get back is 50 cents, well, logic tells you that you're going to do better if you don't send that $1 to Ottawa, you know?
They averaged it out. It's $5,000 for every Alberta, like each that contributes to the transfer payments.
Yeah,
A
I
year,
can believe it.
right?
I can believe it. And with Carney's, I did a thing. Carney spent $100 billion since he got in power. That's like $2,500 per person, every person in all of Canada. You know, like even babies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Apparently, they say that when a baby's born in Canada, it used to be that if a Canadian was born in Canada, we were $10,000 in debt from the time we were born.
Yeah.
And now it's increased up to like $65,000, $70,000 now.
I would bet on it.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like,
I know, and Carney's spending $100 billion that we don't have.
Yeah,
Where's he getting that money from? You can either print it, which will increase inflation, or you can borrow it, which you've got the massive payments on that, interest payments.
he's doing what he did to Brexit.
It's freaking ridiculous.
Britain kicked him out as being the governor of the Bank of England or whatever it was.
And the elbows up crowd are like, go Carney, spend more.
The daddy of Canada, man. Oh God.
They don't give a shit. It's either boomers that don't give a shit because they got so much money anyways. Who gives it? Who cares?
Yeah.
Or you have the immigrant element that they're glad they'll support him because he let them into the country. You know,
Yep.
like I know people that support liberals because old man Trudeau let him into the country. You know, they still vote liberal to this day, and they live in Alberta too.
Yeah, I know. I know a couple like that, man. Catch of the week.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I used to work for him.
Huh.
So this is the reason why I quit.
We're live here, by the way.
So this is the reason why I quit working at Catch of the Week in Edmonton. So I was hired on as a kitchen manager, worked it, whatever, until I went into my boss's office and he had a Trudeau shrine. I'm not shitting you. Ask my wife. He had a Trudeau shrine. He had all the books of Pierre Elliott Trudeau. He had pictures of his dad. He had young Trudeau up there like a pedestal. And then I was like, wow. And then the minute that he found out that I was one of the convoy organizers, confrontation every morning, right? So I was like, screw this. I'm out of here, man. I can't do it. I just, no.
Convoy organizer, you should be in jail.
I'm being sued for $306 million still.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
I'm still being sued.
That's why I'm never an organizer. I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll push whatever it is on social media.
Well, they were supposed to charge me, and because I worked with Harold Yonkers, right? Like me and Harold and Dave Steenberg were working it together closely with Bridget, and Yonkers got charged because he committed his trucks from his company, right? Like he had a fleet of 75 rigs or something. And he put up 25.
Oh wow!
And then I had the dump truck union and the loggers out of Quebec. So, and then Steenberg had his guys. So I mean, we were all working it. But when they went to court and they charged Yonkers, I was informed by the lawyer that while this proceeding was happening, they were looking at pressing charges on me and Steenberg as well. But then the next thing you know, the whole thing got thrown out of court.
Good.
So we were like, okay, right on, like.
Yeah. Well, if you ask me, the whole thing should have been, if they didn't want a bunch of trucks parked in Ottawa, they should have brought in a tow truck and walked up to each guy and said, you're illegally parked. We want to tow them out of there.
We got invited to Ottawa, bro.
The cops were high-fiving. They didn't want to do anything.
So this is something that people don't know.
Yeah.
The reason why they didn't have tow trucks and police waiting, like they had police there waiting for us, but they didn't have tow trucks and nothing. What they did is when we first got there, they were using city plow trucks and graders to block off streets.
Right. Yeah.
And they had barriers up.
Yeah.
But before we even left the West, Oh, Ontario was screaming about it. Oh, so the commissioner of the OPP made a public statement saying that Ontario was open because we were respecting the Charter of Rights of a democratic process so that we can all freely go and protest.
Right.
That was the mistake that they made. But it's not really a mistake because it's our charter right.
Yeah.
So they upheld it, and then all of a sudden now it's a problem.
Yeah. They
So
told
the OPP
everyone
should have been
where to
responsible for
park.
it. Yeah,
They
the
waved
guidance,
us in. They
waved
said,
us
you
in.
park here. In fact,
Yep.
they got me to move because they said, you know what? We want this road for ambulances. So
Yep.
we'd like you to move your vehicle from this road and park over on that road.
Yeah.
You know, but they didn't say, don't park. This is illegal to park here. They didn't say that.
No,
at all.
they just wanted to keep one lane open for emergency vehicles. And make sure
Exactly.
we're doing it
And they were
well.
high-fiving us and we were all having a fun time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyways, I'm going to
Yeah,
head
thank
out.
you.
Yeah, nice talking to you.
See you later.
See you later. That was Jason. That was Jason from Alberta Radio, who went to Ottawa. And yeah, the lefties don't like Jason, just like they don't like me, just like they don't like Alberta independence, just like they don't like a lot of things out there. And so be it. That's life. And at the end of the day, we won. We won with the convoy. The convoy won because people are still talking about the convoy today, and we're going to win this battle too. This is a battle for independence. The battle of independence for Alberta. And it's not a battle with like weapons or guns or something like that. It's a battle of the minds. And of course, hey, everyone has a free opinion. But do you want a better life? I think if you want a better life, it's not going to happen within Canada. It has to happen outside of Canada. As you heard us talking there, you've got guys like Mark Carney running the country that have no value. He has no value for money whatsoever. Like, I don't know what his, you can say that his ulterior motive is to enrich Brookfield, which in turn enriches him. But doesn't he have enough money already? Why does he need to? Everything that he does is he's spending money on projects that enrich Brookfield, of which he has shares coming to him from Brookfield. Like, everybody knows that. The liberals know that, and they go, we don't care, whatever. And, do we need all these different projects that he's spending money on? I don't think so. I really don't think so. And what projects are there for Alberta? All that Alberta ever asked for was a pipeline. And all we got was an MOU to pay more carbon taxes, of which Danielle Smith bowed down to Carney and said, okay, we'll pay more industrial corporate carbon taxes, like double down on those carbon taxes just to get something going, just to get a pipeline going. But in fact, it all fell through. The MOU was garbage. It wasn't worth the toilet paper it was written on. And when the dates came up to where Carney was supposed to do things, nothing happened. So this whole MOU and the whole pipeline plan to build a pipeline and an MOU behind it is all garbage if you're following what's going on here in Canada. Okay, later on I might be on a stream where we're going to be talking about the so-called assassination attempt of President Trump. So we're going to be discussing that or talking about what's going on with that. So look forward to that stream. I'm also going to be in the background testing some software called BMUX, BMUX, which is an alternative to StreamYard. So look forward to that. I might be using that software or something. The next time I go live, well, actually, the next time will be StreamYard. Give me a couple of days or whatever to get the BMUX software operational. So we'll see what happens there. And yeah, it was a fun time here. A good convoy. There were, I don't know how many cars. I didn't count how many cars, but there were about 2 blocks worth of cars. We had the Rebel News truck out here, where Rebel News was doing their big truck with the advertising on the sides of the truck. He was out here. And yeah, lots of people supporting independence as we're driving around. There was the odd person that gave us a frown. Nobody gave us a finger. I didn't hear anybody playing "Oh Canada" as they drove by, like they did in Sylvan Lake. That was funny. That was absolutely funny. Sub up to the channel. If you're just sitting there watching, sitting on your butt there on your couch or something like that, give us a sub. We do appreciate subs to the channel. And we're going to hit the road. And look at, as I'm driving by here, there's a little kid with a flag right there in that truck. Woohoo! He's got the flag going there. So yeah. Oh, this guy got here a little bit late. Oh, he's actually always here with his what's he got here? Chai to go. Chai go. So it's tea to go. Tea to go type stuff. Okay, we're heading back out of here again. See you guys later. Okay, we're heading out of here. When this guy leaves here, we're leaving. It's got a guy parked in front of me here. So we'll let him get mobile here. Everybody's taking their flags down and stuff from the big flag wave down here. I've got my flag still on here. I'll leave it on until I get back home. And then put it away. May as well leave it up as long as possible. Yeah, holy smokes. This was a good time down here. It was actually pretty doggone good. Hey, you guys, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the good job.
Good job today with the filming, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, we're still live.
Do I
here
have
right
your
now.
number?
Nope. Are you on X? Are you on X at all?
Yeah. Let me just get your number here.
No. Well, I'm live right now, so I don't want to dox myself.
Oh. Can I give you my number?
Okay. Organizer over there, blue jacket.
Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson.
What's your name? Tommy?
Tommy Temper.
Tommy Temper. I've never met you before, Tommy.
I'm on YouTube, Facebook, X, like all over the place.
Excellent. Well, Tommy, I got to get to know you more because
Exactly, but I'm going to give my info.
I started all this shit.
Did you?
I started all these convoys. I started the Overpass Rally.
Okay,
Yeah.
right on.
So we've got to know each other.
I went to the convoy, the original, the oil and gas convoy, and the mandate convoys there.
Okay. Well, you know that rally they had on the steps of the ledge?
Yeah, 12,000 people. That one.
That was my plywood banners sitting on the steps.
Right on. Right
They didn't
on.
have any signs.
Sounds
They
good.
said, Don, can we use your signs? Fuck, let's get out. Or
Sounds
me and
good.
my buddy fucking ran two up. Put them on the steps, man.
Well, we're promoting the
And-
event, so whatever
And, yeah,
I can do to
APP
help.
bought a whole bunch of my banners off me. I sell these banners
Right on.
and these ball caps and bumper stickers. I don't sell many because I don't push it.
Oh yeah. Well, I did
didn't have
actually.
it on-
Well, if you go to Tommy Temper, you can see I did a video of the back of your truck. All the
thank
stickers
you.
in the back there. I don't follow.
That guy I was just talking to.
I don't
Jason.
follow Alex Jones, though. You know, he's
Yeah, I like Alex. I'm a fan of his.
I know.
I really
can tell.
respect him a lot for being able to call out Trump. Fuck, man, that's like, wow. Takes a lot of guts to be able to say I fucked up. And same with Tucker Carlson, he's doing the same thing. Like,
Right on.
I
Right on.
respect people
How's
that
it
can
going?
change their minds. But
Yeah.
that
Excellent,
guy I was
excellent.
just talking to Jason with Alberta Radio.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
He's
He's a good friend of mine.
okay. Well, Jason's helping me. I got a website with Facebook page, and it kind of fell to the wayside, but he's going to help me revamp it all. And
That'd be good.
We're going to do a lot.
Sounded
more
good.
work together.
Sounded good. Well, I mean, I'll give my information because I'm getting some guys coming on, and I can do a podcast, and I interview people.
Okay.
You'd be a good guy to interview.
Yeah.
So
I also brought that film crew, and that's
that guy that's doing the interviewing, holy shit, is he ever a lefty?
yeah. You're
Holy
right.
shit.
You're right. But and so's the producer. But she was just was nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
And I have, for one thing, their shit ain't even going to come out for 2 years, so they can't affect us.
Well, yeah, but yeah, I can imagine what kind of a documentary it's going to be. It's not going to be a positive
Well,
documentary.
I've had a lot of dialogue with them about this, and I was going to pull out, and they assured me
well, the
that
tall,
they're not going to do a hit piece.
well, the tall guy tried. I interviewed him
Oh, I know. He
earlier,
tries to get me going
and
too.
he was like, "You can't talk to that guy because it's like, well, you guys, how do you know that this is going to be successful?" And I so we're not going to know until it
That's what he's
happens.
got to do.
Exactly.
Like
That's
we
what
can't tell you.
That's what he's got to do. He's got to try to challenge you as a documentarian,
Maybe, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so him and I have been having that too. But he's apologized to me. He said, Don, I'm just doing. I said, I understand. I says, you start talking to me about LGBTQ stuff. I says, I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. I says, because I'm not the one you want to talk to about this shit. I don't give a shit about that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I says, and most of us don't. I says, but we give a fuck when you come after our kids.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
says, it says, we never cared about the gay pride. We all decided we're going to, you know what? Who you sleep with and who you fuck is your
Well,
business.
if we stay in Canada, you'll be in jail, man, talking like that.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, that's the conversation I have with him.
That's
I
a
says,
good reason
you
to
come
leave
after-
Canada.
we had that million march for children across Canada. I said, I don't know if you paid attention to that. No, I
Yeah.
didn't know. I says, well, you should make it your business to know.
Oh,
If you're
yeah,
gonna ask these kind of questions, you should know shit.
Well, you must
They
know.
don't even know. These guys don't even know about Agenda 2030. I'm
Yeah.
teaching it to them.
Well, you probably know Queenie. You know Queenie?
Who?
Queenie?
Weenie
Queenie.
with a W?
Yeah.
Oh, Queenie.
QWEENIE. Oh, okay, good. You don't know where that
I don't
is.
think I know her. Though.
Sylvan Lake. Sylvan Lake.
I know Wade.
I have a place in Edmonton and a place in Sylvan Lake, so I'm kind of between the two locations. So
Naughty dog.
well, the reason I'm here is because it's not a great day for going down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know Wade in Sylvan Lake? He's got a big one of my banners up in his house.
Yeah, exactly.
I know Wade.
In fact, I did a video. I posted it on Facebook there with me with a quad with a flag in the back of the quad in front of his house
I've
there.
seen it actually.
If you've seen
I
it.
follow your videos.
Can I get a picture of you so that I remember your
Well,
name?
look at my hat. Tommy Temper
Yeah.
is who I am.
Okay, thanks, Tommy.
Okay,
And I'll
sounds
get your
good.
number off Jason.
Yes,
Okay.
because I'm going to contact him on X and I'll give him my personal info because I do podcasts and I want to bring people onto my podcast that want to talk about independence. So
Okay.
you'd be a good guest.
Yeah.
You know, like
be happy to.
there's a lot of people like I don't really talk to the key players that are doing their stuff because
If you're in Edmonton, you can come on over to my house if you want. We can sit out on a nice day. We can sit out on the deck.
sounds good. Sounds good. Well, I do a podcast where I give you a link and then you come in on your phone, onto the podcast. You know,
Oh, yeah.
on StreamYard. I don't know if you know about
Not
StreamYard.
so as friendly as just come on over.
Okay, well, I'm out of here.
Hey,
Nice talking to you guys. Yeah, take care. Okay, sounds good. So those are some of the guys I was just talking to. Unfortunately, you didn't see who he was because my camera was pointed at me. But we're going to get to know some of these people that are pretty vocal and get them onto the Tommy Temper show. Do more stuff about this. Something going on up ahead of me here up ahead of me on the road, which it looks like there's fire trucks and all kind of stuff on the road here. I don't know what's going on here. It's almost like a car or something crashed on the side of the road here. I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully it's nothing to do with our flag flying stuff here. Car hit a truck. Holy shit. Didn't see that, but T-bone. Car T-boned the side of a pickup truck, and the car is like half of the car is totaled. Like it pushed the front of that car right into the driver's cockpit there. So yeah, not great. Is what's going on back there. Craziness out here today. As we drive back from the big flag wave in South Edmonton, heading back to Old Strathcona, close to White Avenue, the heart of the NDP in Alberta, or in Edmonton rather. Major travel delays. So what do I need out here today? Not much. Grab a bite to eat when I get back home of some sort. But I don't really need to pick up anything. I did pick up yesterday 2 flags, though. 2 Alberta flags at the flea market. There was a guy, he had them for sale there for like $30 each. So I picked up 2 Alberta flags. So we've got like that flag you see flying behind me there. 2 more flags, a little bit smaller than those ones there. So that's pretty cool. Got more of those to fly somewhere. I'm not sure where. So yeah, this Alberta Independence thing is going pretty big. It's going gangbusters. Those are the people that are behind it that I was talking to. And yeah, it's nice to see them out at an actual event and to say hi. They don't know who. A lot of people don't know who I am. Like they don't, you know, they've never even heard of me. Never heard of Tommy Temper, because I don't really, you know, I'm not really with them. I'm not that with the Edmonton people doing these events. This is like the first time, other than being at the legislative grounds. But of course, I was like, you know, a small fish in the big pond. There were 12,000 people out there, and I, you know, only had a chance to meet a certain number of people to say hi or whatever. There were lots of people that knew me from social media, but I didn't really get a chance to get to meet, you know, the so-called movers and shakers that are, you know, kind of in charge of what's going on here. Most of the people that are in charge of Alberta Independence don't have a clue who I am. I've never met me or seen me or don't follow me on social media. But as time goes on here, I will be better known by a lot of the people, and then be able to bring them on to as guests on my show and do interviews with them in relation to Alberta Independence. So looks good. I was going to bring my megaphone out to this event today and stand out there with my megaphone and spout off for some reasons as to why Alberta should be independent, and go over some of the reasons why people are saying that we should stay in Canada. We need to stay in Canada. And I actually wrote down a list of 50 different so-called reasons that Canada or Alberta should stay in Canada, and what the objection would be as to why those are not valid reasons. So I've got a list of about 50 of those. So we'll have to go over those at some point. Oh, I'm going to have to go through this yellow light here as I blow through. as it happens. Do, 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 do. Lots of stuff going on in the hood here. Lots of things being built. All kind of different houses and stuff here. There's a guy pushing a shopping cart. Another guy pushing a shopping cart. A couple of fentanyl dudes there, probably. But anyways, we've made it just about back to our hacienda. So thanks a lot, everyone, for being with me in the stream. Do appreciate your company. Oops, oopsie daisy. And with that being said, oh, I'm cutting my head off there. I didn't realize that. Got to be careful. I'm driving as I'm driving around here. I'm gonna hit a telephone pole or something. But we are back. We are back. So that's going to be it for the stream here today. So thanks a lot, everyone, for sticking with the stream. Do appreciate it. I've got my little apple juice here that I've been drinking. Today would be a good day to take a mobile shelter downtown and do a video downtown of a giveaway of one of our mobile shelters. And I've got 2 more shelters that have been built to give away, believe it or not. So, but I'm already pooped out from going out to this event here today. So, yeah, thanks a lot, Cat Rex. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for being in the stream there, Cat Rex. As you can see, you're not banned from my channel, and neither is Sandy, and neither is Queenie, for that matter. Queenie's not banned from my channel. Nobody's banned from my channel, as a matter of fact. So we're back to business as usual. But yeah, you're welcome for showing you what's going on here in Alberta, and I appreciate your company. Thanks a lot, everyone. See you later. Take care. Stay out of trouble. And if you can't stay out of trouble, don't blame me. Never blame me. Quit blaming me, okay? Bye-bye for now.